Yeah. Okay, upper intermediate lesson number 2. We're looking at different ways of asking questions. Thank you. So the first thing we did, we looked at the 3 main auxiliary verbs, and then we looked at the modal verbs. Remember that modal verbs are also auxiliary verbs, so they also support the main verb. So apart from be, have and do, we've also got the modal auxiliaries: can and could, will and would, shall and should, may, might, must, and don't forget ought to as well. Over here, we looked at different ways of asking questions. So we're going beyond the standard question format. The standard question format: question word, auxiliary verb, subject, main verb, or sometimes auxiliary verb, subject, main verb, like that. So we've moved from here to looking at negative questions, things like doesn't it look good, or haven't I told you not to do that or not to do this. So we looked at negative questions. Over here, we looked at questions without auxiliary verbs. Things like, who gave you that black eye? How come you are ill today? Question words where there aren't any auxiliary verbs at all. Question word, the main verb, and then a subject. And then further down, different ways of asking why. What did you make that face for? What for? And how come you're ill today? How come? Different ways of asking the question why. And finally, we'll continue this next week, indirect questions. I want to know if you will marry me. It prompts an answer. The direct way of saying it is, will you marry me? But we're going to look at the format of that next week. These were the ones that, Facebook people might disagree with at some stage if they ever see this video. I hope you won't be late. How come you are ill today? These are indirect as well. Homework, finish the quiz. See you on Thursday, or see you next week. Thank you.